So exciting. Let's do a show, everyone. I'm so excited I might cry. We're only slightly late.
We're always late.
You're listening to The Opinion Zone. It's that time again when common sense and decency go out the window and questionable opinions come in. Starring your deranged hosts, Jay Eggman, and of course the one and only David the Lurker. Oh, and as always, please remember the following show will probably contain strong language. We warned ya, so don't complain. Let the chaos control begin.
Yo, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Let's go.
We may have been slightly late if you're listening live. Whoops. Welcome everyone. It's The Opinion Zone, episode 72. And my name is Jay Eggman. I'm joined by David the Lurker. Hello, David the Lurker. How are you?
Oh, hello. I am doing just fine on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
And as all our co-hosts, like literally all of them except me and David, have not shown up without prior warning, so we have to assume they're all dead. We are joined by repeat offender, Kaz. Woo!
Hey, you're disturbing game time, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll come along for the ride.
Audience needs to quiet down now. Bye bye. Okay, thank you. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Nicole, don't know where she is. Scourge, don't know where he is. Sonic Pox, I mean, he never shows up, so it's fine. So what you need to do is you need to go on Twitter at SPD64 and say you're disappointed in her for not showing up. You then need to go at Super Scourge 300 or something.
I think that's it.
Yeah, at him and say you're disappointed he didn't show up. Then you also need to go to at Sonic Pox and say, as always, you're disappointed that he didn't show up. But I didn't tell you to say that, of course. Guys, it's a very interesting one today. Firstly, hello everyone. Secondly, David, can you do math?
Sort of.
Cool. Can you tell me, if I give you two figures, can you work out what percentage that is of what? It's not difficult math, but I'm really thick.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this.
What is 5 the percentage of 2,500?
2,500, and you want to know how much 5 is a percentage of that?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be 0.002, I think. So definitely less than 1%.
Did you just make that up? 0.002?
No. I mean that.
It does sound legit. I'm going to be honest. It does sound legit.
Right. Okay. So I think it would be it should be 0.02%, right? Or is it 0.002%? Look, it's less than 1%. I'm not awake, apparently. Why did you ask that question, though?
Because if we feel bad for being late for our live audience, I'm guessing our average live audience is about 5 people versus the average downloads, which is about 2.5 thousand. So, in theory, we're only letting down less than 1% of our audience.
Now, this is the kind of math that gets you through life without feeling bad about anything. So, good math. Well done.
It's fine.
Right.
So, but you guys, the majority of you listening on the podcast, you don't even know what late means because you're listening to this whenever you want. So, hey, how are you doing?
That's true.
You're listening to us on a bus? You're listening to us at the gym? Do people listen to podcasts at the gym? I find that to be very distracting.
I can see it happening. You know, you never know what people are listening to in the gym. Everyone's got headphones on, so...
That's true, but music I can get, but a lot of talking, I don't know. If I could focus on talking while I'm dying, because I had to exercise.
I listen to podcasts as I work, so...
That's because you're not working.
Hey, someone's online. Speaking of people who aren't in the call, but are around.
Sonic Fox is just
all right,
lurking
that's
around.
Interesting. Yeah. You know, the podcasts are a magical world. Magical.
world.
They are.
Right, guys, we have so much to discuss. For those of you who listened to last week's episode, I have a big spoiler for you. It was a pre-recorded episode. You may have worked that out. As we said last week, there was no news to discuss at all. The same day, a trailer for Sonic Mania came out. So, yeah,
man.
spoilers. But, so we've got 2 weeks of news to catch up on. And boy, there has actually been a surprising amount of stuff going on. But before we do that, I think we should have a little time to relax, a little breather.
No, that's... Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I'm rebelling. I'm breathing out.
Worst
venom.
deep breath ever.
I'm being rebellious today.
So now we've all had a deep breath and had a moment to, just take a moment to step back. Shall we go into the news?
Yes, please.
Let's
Please.
get
I need to know news. I need to know the news.
Let's get right into that news. Off we go.
Bring you the latest news from around the world of Sonic, or whatever Jay could find on Google a half hour ago. It's time for the Opinion Zone News Corner.
A half hour ago, he says.
Oh, if only if I was that organised. Right, guys, we need to get straight into this news. There is so much news to discuss. First of all, most important, Sonic Boom TV ratings update.
Of course, the headline that keeps on giving.
I know. At this point, I wish I had made its own intro.
Yeah, well, I mean, when the show is inevitably cancelled, you'll be glad you didn't spend the $5 for that.
Wait,
intro.
don't say that. Please don't say that.
Oh, don't
I'm
forget.
not
I'm
ready
sorry.
to say goodbye yet. I'm enjoying it.
Don't forget, we've got the only Sonic Boom fan here, so be nice.
And I'm proud.
Now, 2 episodes aired recently for week 28 of season 2. What do we think the ratings were for both episodes?
Which episodes were these?
I couldn't tell you right now because for some reason the listings
Robots in
don't
the Sky.
specify. They just list the airtime, not what actually was shown. I know it was 2 new
Oh.
episodes.
There was, I think it was Robots from the Sky episode 3 and 4, and there was another one after that that's been released that I haven't actually seen it yet because I can't find it anywhere in the UK at the moment. But Robots from the Sky, I think 4 and another new one aired.
Okay, well, I would imagine that they're at least like 120,000.
Oh, Kaz, are we reckoning similar or higher, lower?
I want to say higher, but I really don't know. I'm going to say 121.1, but the percentage just to be next to David. Just for fun.
Right. The first episode, which aired on the 20th, so that's how far back our ratings data is going. The 20th of May, aired between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Received 75,000 viewers.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not very good. Okay.
But you know how it is.
It's probably 75,000 of me just watching it over and over again, to be honest. But that's
Followed by the episode that aired straight after at 6:30 to 7 p.m. That was someone's phone. That was mine. Oh, update. Wait, we have a news flash, everyone.
Oh!
oh wow.
No!
Nicole
I
is
just-
not on the show today as she forgot it was happening.
Oh, good excuse,
Yo,
Nicole.
Nicole!
Tell me that one next week.
No, LOL, that I kind of sort of forgot the opinion zone was today. If only it was every single day. Right, moving back to our original news though. The second episode of Sonic Boom, which aired between 6:30 and 7 p.m, had 53,000 viewers.
Oh, they dropped off.
That
they were
is
like, I
a
don't want to
new
know.
record low, everyone.
Oh, is it? Ooh. So basically what happened is that they watched part 3 and they're like, oh, I wonder what the stunning conclusion is. And 20,000 people went, oh, whatever, and changed the channel.
I have no comment on this. I'm just gonna sit here and be cry on my own. So whatever.
Ooh.
But don't worry, it's a great show, and
Yes,
one
it
day
is.
some people will watch it. Next news item. I wasn't prepared for that. Guess what, everyone? The newest issue of Licensing Today Worldwide came out.
Whoa.
Did you get... Oh, what?
I like that.
I'm sorry, that was my text message alert. I'm sorry.
That was timed so well. I think it needs to become part of the show.
Oh my god, best text ever.
That really caught me off guard.
It's not even an interesting text. But
I'm
anyway,
guessing by your
sorry.
excitement, Kaz, you also got your issue come through the post.
Yeah.
She has every issue individually bagged and boarded.
They mentioned Sonic in their latest issue.
Whoa.
Wow.
Do you want me to tell you what they said?
Probably, because I have no idea what was said.
They say, Sega are our front cover stars this issue, and they too can be found at the Licensing Expo booth C124, ready to clue us up on all the forthcoming and exciting news heading our way for Sonic. The coming 18 months are set to be very big and very important for that much beloved and well established Hedgehog, so be sure to hit the Sega team stand to find out how it can enhance your business. So yes, basically, apparently the next 18 months are going to be really big for Sonic, though the magazine does not specify why beyond Sonic Forces. So, could just be a lot of crap.
We just got to wait and see. That's all we can do.
Well, I guess, I mean, well, maybe it means Archie's coming back. No, I don't know. Well, I mean, you're right. There's Mania, there's Forces. I mean, maybe we'll find out something about that movie one day.
I was going to say, because the next 18... Because the games only cover, like, the next, at most, 6 months.
6 months. Is the movie still a thing? Is that actually happening still?
I would assume so. It's just, I get they don't talk about it a lot, which is fine. They can work on it behind closed doors. It's not like we know everything that happens in every other movie.
That is
Exactly.
very true. Though, generally, at this point, we would have known more if it was another movie.
Right. Well, I mean, like it's like the Metal Gear Solid movie. We know that exists. Don't know much more other than the director. So.
It's just like there was quite a lot of stuff going on with it last year and stuff like, oh yeah, this is going to happen, and then there's been like no word of it for like since then. It's just like, is this happening? You kind of had to remind people that was a thing, you know? So I don't know.
Well, I was just trying to think of things.
But guys, that's not all that happened this week or last week, both weeks.
Wow.
Whoa!
Who loves a Sega indoor theme park?
Who doesn't love a Sega indoor theme park?
I'll tell you who doesn't. Dubai.
Oh.
Well, Dubai doesn't like a lot of things, as they just clearly stated. So it's fine. That's fine.
That's
Go away.
fine.
You know, who needs Ferrari World? We just need Sega World.
Well, for those who don't know, very close to Ferrari World, in the Dubai Mall, there was Sega Republic, sort of like a Sega Dropolis type indoor theme park with arcades and Sonic themed ride, including a Sonic mini coaster. If you didn't know.
Ooh.
However, the website for Sega Republic recently changed, saying just the logo of the company, and just in Times New Roman, so the default font as well. It says, Sega Republic is now closed. We are busy working on a new experience. That's it.
Oh, well, I guess that's
Okay.
the
Thank
end
you.
of that.
And if you go on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, you can see lots of posts from the staff of the venue wishing their teammates farewell in their future endeavours. So it looks like, without any major announcement, they just shut it down.
Ooh.
That's
Well,
sad.
Well, I mean, when other Sega amusement type park places like Sega World, when they closed down, did they just shut down one day, or did they have a big to do when those doors were closed?
Well, no, but usually, like, they would at least like announce, though, today, you know, we're closing next week, or this is our closing date. Not just randomly without telling anyone. Go, shh, we're closed.
So did everyone go to work and try to open the door and it was padlocked? Maybe Sega forgot to pay the rent. I don't know.
I wish that happened to me sometimes. I wish that would happen to me.
It's just
You just
sad panda. So many sad pandas. But don't worry, guys, because that's not all that happened. We have some more positive news. Woo!
Oh, thank you. We need this. We need this. I'm in such a downer now. Come on.
Who likes Sonic and Sega All Stars? No one?
like
Okay.
as a concept or
Just-
specific games?
As a concept of
like
games.
also like. Oh yeah, the PS2 game with the iToy, that was great, right?
I mean,
I
that was
never
the best
played it.
entry
I'm
in
not
the
gonna lie.
series.
Yep.
Well, you'll be fascinated to know that a variety of concept art was put online recently for previous concepts to other entries in the series. There was concept art released recently of Sonic and Sega All Stars Football.
Oh.
Oh.
Foot-
Can we just clarify football as in English football or as in American football? Because I know that's like two different things in two different continents. What kind of football are we talking?
It would appear to be European football.
Okay, the kind where they just fall over, dive, and then get red cards for no reason. That's the one, yeah. Okay.
Soccer.
The concept art is exactly what you expect. It's Sega-themed football pitches, basically. What's more interesting is the other concept art, which was for a didn't have a name, but is best described as Sonic and Sega All Stars Brawl.
Right. Or Fighter Mega Mix Deluxe.
Exactly. And what's interesting is the concept art shows that via Super Sonic that certain characters are able to fly around the stage and stand on platforms and stuff, very similar to what you might expect from like a Dragon Ball Z type beat 'em up type thing.
Does sound interesting.
Could have been. I mean, Sega has a wide variety of characters, and it feels like they would definitely fit into the world of a fighter, especially since one of their biggest franchises is a fighter. But
So,
I'm-
it's just weird. It's interesting and strange. And would we have liked to have seen concepts like this come to life, or was it fine just to leave it at racing games and just be done?
well, I definitely would have wanted to see the fighter. I mean, the football, I can take or leave, but I think there's a lot you could do with a fighter. Like, I know Smash Brothers definitely fills that urge, but at the same time, like, there's just Sonic. I want to see Sonic punch Wonder Boy in the face. I don't know.
Oh dear. Interesting.
I don't know. I was trying to think of someone. It's probably looking for Alex Kidd, but I went with Wonder Boy instead.
It's very Anyway, more news.
Oh.
Wow, this is overwhelming tonight.
I know.
Wow.
Right, guys. Oh my god. Today, out of nowhere, Sonic the Hedgehog channel decided, you know what? We're gonna upload some music from one of our upcoming games, and suddenly from nowhere, Park Avenue level music came out of nowhere. Yes, those garage band sounding beats are from the new Sonic Forces game.
That sounds awesome. I like that.
It's got lyrics in it. Not right now. I didn't time that well. It's like giving me Sonic Adventure 2 really hard vibes in the butt right now.
I can really imagine being in a club dancing to that while drunk. I can really picture this right now, and I'm excited for it.
So, it's just... It came out of nowhere. Interestingly, it sounds like the music will change, as it very specifically says it's Park Avenue custom character track, which suggests that each character has maybe a variant on the same song, maybe completely different songs.
Right.
So that's cool. I kind of been the only one who was like, this is just Sonic Adventure 2. Is so Sonic-y. Adventure 2-y.
Right. It definitely has those vibes, especially with the male singer / rapper, whatever you want to call him. when it gets into the female vocalists, it's a little bit different, but it's still
Sorry.
right. No, that's okay.
That was
I mean,
timed
no,
really well that
I
you
just
spoke about
surprised
that.
myself.
All right. Well, because yeah, in Sonic Adventure 2, a lot of the songs that had like a male vocalist, it kind of blended in, and like you could like, oh, someone's singing, but I can't really tell. And it's kind of the same here. But then when the girl, I mean, I'm talking about like when in the context of playing. When you're just listening to the song by itself, it's easier. But yeah, but then the girl comes in, and then it's like, you know, it's not like a Sonic R song, but it's a bit more in your face, where you can kind of hear it. And you're like, oh, that's interesting. Like I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I do. It's very, I'm not sure yet how I feel about it. I don't hate it. I know that much.
I like it.
I
really
think
like
I just-
it. It's not. It's like I said. It's very much adventure era Sonic, including, you know, from like Sonic Adventure right up to Shadow of the Hedgehog.
Right.
And it's less any other Sonic.
I mean, I've not heard it yet, and I can only hear it in the background, and I'm enjoying it. And it's like, for me, it's just like, I can imagine listening to this song while running fast paced for a game. It's got that Sonic sort of go fast vibe, and I'm enjoying it actually.
I really like it. I'm quite surprised. Like I said, it's definitely. I think the more this almost solidifies that this is very much, but it, like I said, by reminding me of adventure, that isn't a bad thing, because like I have a huge emotional thing for adventure and Adventure 2. So by triggering that thought in my mind, that can only lure me in, surely.
Those are the games when you finally became a man.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
My evil chuckly grin there, sorry.
But guys, that's not all that happened. There's more.
More news?
There is more news. Last Tuesday, while we were live on air, a new Sonic Mania trailer was released. Not only did this Mania trailer show a whole new level, new bosses, but it also showed animation, like 2D animation, done by Tyson Hess, which the man if I was going to leave my husband, I would get with him.
Wow.
You would make him sit in a room and draw a Sonic.
All over my body, yeah. I give him a marker pen, a Sharpie.
We just probably like one of your French hedgehogs.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, this got really weird really quickly.
You started it. Anyway, yeah.
The trailer is really cool. Like, super cool. Again, showed another new track by Hyper Potions called Time Trials, which we played in the previous interval. It's just really, 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 really exciting. I'm really, really, really happy. Makes me soft and fuzzy inside, and the new level looks good. Did they announce a name for it, or do we not know what that zone's called yet? I can't remember.
What, in the Mania trailer?
Yeah, that.
Oh, wait, oh, that one random screenshot, not Stardust Speedway, you mean?
That wasn't Stardust Speedway, was it?
No, the level in the trailer was Stardust Speedway. Were you talking about that other thing? What are you talking about?
That is Stardust Speedway. I wasn't paying attention. Wow. Okay.
What?
I'm a terrible fan. There we go.
Wow,
No.
do you mean?
No. Wait.
Did you get a brand new soundboard? Is that Skylar?
I thought David was saying that for a second, and I was like, that's awesome, and well done.
That's your Skylar soundboard. Push another button. Let's see what he has to say.
Listen, I was on holiday when this trailer came out, and I'm only watching it properly right now. Okay. So
Okay.
Just shut up.
No,
I need to rewatch it as well.
Yeah. I didn't realise. I just lots of green stuff, and I didn't realise that was the past. This fucking Sonic CD is like the worst game. Anyway,
no, it's not.
we're not gonna, we'll have our opinion zone another day. Is Sonic CD
Okay.
awful? Because I feel that could
Yeah, so that
could get quite heated. But it showed animation and like it was really cute, and Sonic is so adorable, and I want to give him cuddles. He's so sweet. This
It might hurt if you cuddle him. Just
That's true. Does this only intensify the hype that we have for this game? I'm sure there's no way this trailer, like, let's be honest, Sonic Forces trailer comes out, there's lots of discussion about, oh, do we like what we see, do we not like what we see? Nothing about this trailer could have possibly put any doubts in anyone's mind.
Nope.
This trailer is 100% awesome and only gives me even better thoughts about what this game is going to be.
yeah, exactly the same. I'm like still so pumped for this game. Like, I've been talking about it to people non-stop. Like, people say, "Oh, you're a Sonic fan." I'm like, play Mania. Everyone, Mania was coming, and I literally can't wait. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm counting the days.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, this trailer is it. Oh man, I got so excited when I saw it because the animation part. It's like that perfect blend of like, hey, Sonic, you can look at him and he's cute, but then he also has that edge to him, that attitude where, you know, like that very last shot, he's looking at the camera. It's not like, oh, look at me, I'm adorable. It's, I'm gonna go up there and well, fuck some shit up, and I hope you watch that. Yeah, it's just this perfect balance. And then like the game footage itself, I mean, it looks solid. Stardust Speedway looks cool. The fact that, you know, like, oh look, like the vegetation is overgrown. There's this weird plant monster robot thing. I mean, there's some cool stuff going on in there that's definitely new, and it's only just small snippets.
Do we know exactly like how many levels is going to be on this game, or are we just guessing at this stage?
No, the only thing that was like way back in the day, Christian Whitehead mentioned that there were going to be more levels than Generations, but other than that, they haven't said how many total zones we're getting in Mania.
So
but
how many have we seen so far? We've seen Green Hill.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Flying Battery.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen I don't know what the other zone's called. Sorry, the one where it's in the first trailer that wasn't Green Hill.
Studiopolis.
That's the one. We've seen this Vine Zone, there's Sandopolis as well, and so we've got about at least 6 of them, I think.
Wait,
yeah.
Is it pronounced Studiopolis?
Is what Studio? What'd you say?
Is it pronounced Studiopolis? Because that suggests there's 2 O's in it.
I mean, it could be Studiopolis.
That's how it's spelled.
I think it's like Sandopolis, Sandopolis, or Metropolis, or I don't know.
This is going to be the whole English versus American English
Casinopolis,
argument.
Casinopolis. Look, I mean, there's a studio. It's in a polis.
That level, the other level.
Right, yeah, it's
and
Hill,
Mirage
Saloon.
Right, Mirage Saloon.
I would pronounce that Studiopolis, being me.
Studiopolis.
Studio, where are you getting the other Studio Polis? You're adding an O that isn't there. Studio
I guess
Polis.
it's Studiopolis.
It's right
it's
there,
either
STU.
It's either Studio Polis or what David just said.
Right.
I see what you mean, but that's what I see. You know, that's what I see when I see it. That's what I say. Studiopolis. That's
No.
And it sounds so Sonic the Hedgehog-y, so that's what I'm going.
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
let's call Christian Whitehead right now.
I think we just ended the best debate ever on this show. How the hell would you pronounce this word?
Well, I guess it's just like when people argue how you pronounce the second level in Sonic 3. What do you say?
What was the second level in Sonic 3? Fake fan.
It's the water one.
Hydropolis Zone.
No.
I don't know. Hydropolis.
It's Hydrosity.
Wow, Nicole.
It's
Nicole's not here.
Wow, Skylar calling someone out and it's the wrong name.
Okay, it's a long word. I'm sorry.
Right.
Is it Hydrosity or
Hydrocity?
Hydrocity? Because it's one word, so suggests it's Hydrocity. Because Hydrocity is 2 separate.
That's the one.
Right. But in Sonic Generations, when they type out, like if you look at the code and they list all those alternate songs you can listen to, they include the space, which makes you go, maybe.
Ah.
So that introduces. Because when I was a child, I was like, Hydrocity. But then I'm like, wait, it might be Hydro City because it is a city and there's water. The hydro.
I mean, who
Makes you
knows?
wonder.
It could be simple as some guy at Sonic Team just did a typo and put a space key where it wasn't meant to be.
I have but it's one of those things.
It's not like Flying Battery Zone is spelt all as one word. There's always been a space between that.
True.
So like
maybe they typed it as one word and assumed people.
So maybe
would just
it was
say,
a typo
Hydro
in
City.
the original game.
Can I just, in my defense, when I started playing that level, I wasn't reading the thing. I was just waiting for the music to start because the music is the best thing about that level, plus everything else. So that, in my defense, I'm sure many of you will back me up there.
I mean, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
And in my defense, I wasn't looking at the chat, so I just assumed it was Nicole.
Well, that's fine. That's fair, dude.
That's such a very specific.
I'm sure she's proud of me. I'm sure she'll be proud when she listens to this back.
All women sound the same. According to Skylar.
Whoa! Okay, that was not cool.
That was just what Skylar implied. I'm just saying. It's like, that's not me. Exactly. Pastel Plushy just said female Sonic fan equals Nicole.
Right. I thought there was only one female Sonic fan, which was Nicole. I didn't realize anymore.
Okay, I'll be honorary Nicole today. You alright? So there we go.
That's like when she was
Nicole
Nonny for
2.0
Donny.
or whatever.
But
Right.
guys,
But I guess, so rewinding back, yes, 5 levels that are announced. They showed off, I think, all 5 in that trailer, right? Or am I... Oh, right, because there's like the Tails arena, or like there's a spot in Flying Battery, and Tails is standing, and he's standing on top of the Badnik pit, and if you look closely, you can see Splats the Rabbit, the unused Sonic 1 Badnik, which excited me way more than it should have.
I really think very few people noticed that, David. So.
But it's there. You can see him. His head is right there.
It's there. It's there. Yeah. I'm just glad that you got moist about it. It's fine.
Okay.
David, Kaz, there is
Yes?
more news.
Yes.
Let's do
What?
this.
What?
That's the only
I can't cope with
important
more
piece
news.
of news. What else could there be?
Only important news. How dare you disrespect the Sonic Boom ratings news?
Oh, can you hear me laughing? No.
Sucks for you. Moving on.
Oh.
I,
There was an echo.
today, a new piece of merchandise was available for pre-order.
Oh, yes, I've seen how much you put onto that. Oh, my God.
Yes, for those
That's
of you who
insanity,
have
man.
a few pennies spare, the Sonic
few.
25th anniversary statue from First for Figures was eventually today released for pre-order just in time for the 26th anniversary.
Hold on, let me count my pennies. Let me just see. Give me a second.
Oh, look at this. You have pennies to count. I'm so jealous.
See, hold on. I'm just counting to see if I have enough. Don't tell me yet. Okay. I've counted. Let me know. How much is it?
It's
Yeah, Jamie, how much is it?
now in dollars. It is a mere $384.99. Do you? Have
Okay,
enough?
I don't have enough.
Oh,
So
damn.
for people in our end of the country, that's around. So was it 380? You're looking at about 320, 330 British pounds for that.
So nothing
Wow.
really.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a couple
I'm
dollars
just jealous.
to
I'm
change.
mocking because I'm jealous. That's all.
But right, with shipping, how much is it?
What?
Shipping is about
What?
$50.
What?
That is a very... Is that the most expensive statue they've released so far?
No.
Wait, what was the most expensive one? Was the Tornado one more? Or no?
I think I'm trying to see how much Eggman was because he was the size
Oh,
of a
right.
house.
I forgot. He is a small apartment building.
He was $399, so he's not that much cheaper, more expensive to be honest.
Okay, so that's pretty close. Okay.
Anyway, so it comes in 2 versions because, as we know, First Figures like to stick LEDs in things. It comes in a regular version, which is just Sonic doing his figure of 8 pose with a signpost. But also it comes in the exclusive version, which he has light up legs, and
that's pretty cool.
his signpost spins. So it's got Eggman on one side,
badass.
and Eggman on one side and Sonic on the other side, and it just spins and spins. I'm going to see if
When is it arriving?
Well, it's first and figure, so maybe never. I'm posting a.
Can I come visit when it turns up?
If you go to the, if you're listening live, it's on. I've just posted a link for you, Kaz, for you to have a look at somewhere. There we go.
I saw your post earlier. I saw your post on Facebook and Twitter, and I was like, "Dude, that's awesome!" And then I was going to ask you, "Can I come visit when it gets delivered?"
So, I don't usually pre-order these sort of things because they're very expensive and they cost a lot of money, and I have nowhere to fucking put them because they're fucking gigantic. Why can't they just make statues that are like something you can fit in a glass cabinet, not something you need a whole fucking dining table for? But
wow. Well, obviously, if you can afford this, you can afford to buy a new house in which to display this. So,
well,
I mean,
just saying.
I like it. I like the way it looks. It's just that price tag.
Well, to be fair, it's a very big statue. It's all seems to be very deep. There seems to be more detail in the grass than there is Sonic, but the exclusive one, not only does the signpost spin, but the signpost images are interchangeable, so you can actually take out. So the default is to have classic Sonic and classic Eggman with the 25th anniversary logo on them. However, you can swap them out for some 2D classic art style, which I personally think is ugly.
Oh, you know what they should have done? Not to be that guy, but they should have just had it so you could make it be like the Sonic 2 post or the Sonic 3 post, or like not to be that person who's like, well, I'm just saying.
I think the reason why, so I don't usually pre-order them because I think they're very. I do have 3 of them. I have Modern Shadow, because that's the only Shadow, and Modern Sonic, and Classic Metal Sonic, and that was enough. But I was just like, it's a 25th anniversary piece. It does look really good. It does have a place. I think it's going to go in my house. So I just thought
it does look pretty cool.
I
would like to
own one of those
them.
things. I thought, go on then. If you want to pre-order them, pre-orders are still available. You can pay for it all up front, though. I believe that they don't actually charge you the full amount until it's ready to be delivered, so you won't have to pay for it today. You will probably not have to pay for it for almost a year, or you can also pay for it in installments. So you can pay for it in 3 months of $86 plus the final balance at the end, or 6 months, which is what I've done, at $50 each month, and then the final balance at the end. So that's fine. Regardless, even whatever way you pay, you will be paying a upfront 10% deposit, which is non-refundable. So if you change your mind later on, you lose that 10%. So
I'm just looking now. They are available for pre-order. So
yeah. So I pre-ordered mine straight away. This, I don't think it's gonna be like sell out, because Press Figure stuff doesn't, because it's so expensive. But I think it's just a really, really nice piece. It's 100 times nicer than what they were proposing to do a year ago, when they did the whole thing that had the fan feedback in, because it turns out if you ask fans what they want, you get something ugly. It's not that. I just think when you ask like a huge pool of people what they want, you don't get a concise answer because everyone has different tastes. So I'm glad that they decided to just have their own directive input, and I think they've made something really, really cool. And when it comes out in their plan is apparently it's going to release actually ship in the second quarter of 2018. So just in time for the 27th anniversary.
Awesome. So they should change the logo.
General question about First Figures: how often do they get things back into stock? Because there is one I really want from there that's been out of stock ever since I've been checking.
Generally they make an initial batch and that's it. So if it's out of stock, that's usually it, gone.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Which one did you want?
It wasn't Sonic related, but you know which one I want.
It's not Zelda related, is it?
Is that...
You've
maybe
been
I'm not
a Zelda fan for 3 months. What the? You buy one game and now you want
Well,
to
it starts
ship.
somewhere.
You buy one game and now you're like, I'm gonna spend hundreds of dollars on a statue.
It's the best. I'm not going to get into it because it's not the place, but I'm down the sinkhole. I'm totally down the sinkhole.
It's because you really enjoyed that Legend of Zelda DLC in Sonic Lost World.
Stop.
Oh my god, guys, that's in related news. I've put money down on a Nintendo Switch.
Yay! We can finally Mario Kart Battle. I'm so happy.
I'm not buying that.
Oh, it's so good. Buy it, please.
I already have it on Wii U.
But it's better on Switch.
No, it's the same.
It's better.
It's the same.
It's deluxe.
I have bought it. That's such bullshit. I have bought it with Zelda, my first Zelda game, and I bought it with that terrible party game.
Oh, I've not even looked at that.
Wait,
because it seems like
your
something.
first Zelda game, really?
I have
was mine as
never
well.
actually played a full Zelda game. I've like
That
Wait.
very interesting.
So you've never played it, but you've got the giant statue of Link that I've got already.
I mean,
Wow.
look,
I don't blame you, but
that's Tim plays Zelda. My other half, my other half plays Zelda games. I don't. So we got it. He's the reason we have the Zelda in the house. But
wait, but
Link,
if he plays Zelda, then it would be there and you could play it.
exactly.
he
confused.
hasn't. His last Zelda game he purchased was the one that came on the Wii.
Twilight Princess.
That was it. He hasn't touched
that was
a
Skyward
Zelda game
Sword.
since. He gave up interest after that game.
I have to
Twilight-
say, yeah.
This is
I haven't
not-
played any other, but
This is not
Breath
the
of the Wild came
Zelda
first
show.
as well. I know, but it's like all I do right
Well,
now.
quick, just play the theme to the Zelda Deke cartoon, and we'll get into it.
But yeah, I've bought mine. I've put my money down on it. I've ordered it from a supermarket called Tesco, and I won't get it until July because there's a 5-week backlog on orders.
Did you get what? Did you get the black one, or did you like the matte black, or did you get the neon, or the yellow? Which one did you get?
The neon. I got the neon.
That's badass.
I got it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna play Zelda, but I'm more so want to get it in time for when Splatoon 2 comes out because I had the first one, and that is the best game in the world. So I fucking love the shit out of Splatoon. Such a good game. This is not a Nintendo show. Guys, we've run out of news.
Totally gone full. It was my fault. I'm sorry. I changed the direction. I'm sorry, guys.
Unless David, you've got some news you want to discuss.
I mean, should I talk about the gossip, the fact that I, David the Lurker, cheated on you?
Wait, David.
Yes.
Are you really gonna use this show to plug your other show?
I guess I don't have to.
No, it's fine. Go for it. David has news.
plug
Everyone,
everything
pay
else.
attention to David.
Oh!
Go on then.
Oh, that was it. I thought, okay, yeah. So, Jamie, I may have cheated on you. As people who listen to the show know, I work on Sonic Retro. I write things, and well, they did a podcast, and I was on it.
Wow. Wow. Even I feel betrayed.
But did they learn anything with you?
No, they didn't learn anything with me. Yeah, the show was only an hour long. It wasn't 2. It's not weekly. I can't promise when the next one happens. But I mean, I felt a little bit dirty. But sometimes you have to feel dirty, right?
Well,
Sometimes
I feel like
that's the
David,
best
you
way.
spent most of your life being dirty, so
Oh!
Oh, shots fired. Shots actually fired. Wow.
I don't have my air horn sound effect. This is really upsetting. I do have we'll have this.
Yes, that's very close to the meme. I'm going to accept that.
I'm going to accept that. Okay. But no, that is actually the end of the news, unless Kaz has some exciting news for us.
I don't have any exciting news this week, unfortunately. I've been in the world of work and not really knowing what's going on in my own life. So that's great. But we didn't mention that Sonic Mania comes out on the 15th of August. So mark it in your diaries.
Oh, I guess we did skip that.
Know.
We skipped that important piece.
We did. But I'm sure everyone knows about that. If you don't know, then there you go. It's coming out 15th of August, guys. Make sure that day is off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the next day is off.
I didn't even announce. They announced the prices and everything.
Yeah.
And you can pre-order it.
$19.99, I think.
I guess they mentioned it on the other show I was on last week, but
Shots fired.
That's the thing. So they announced you can pre-order it from as little as $19.99. Does anyone else think it was going to be like nearer 30? 20 seems really cheap.
In fact, I just turned the Switch on just right now, and it's the first thing that pops up on the newsfeed on the Switch. Sonic Mania ordered for pre-order.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was going to be more expensive. I did.
Yeah, I get because 30 seems like the number, but I'm not complaining that it's 20. If anything, that $20 price point might incentivize. Oh, it'll make people want to buy it more. That's the word I'm looking for.
There we go. Well done. Anyway, guys, unless David has anything else, anyone else that wants to, anything else, David?
Hey, Skylar, are you alive right now?
No!
Well, Skylar, I think you should be in the room right now because I think we're about to have a very special guest. I want you to listen, but you have to be quiet because the other person's going to take up all that time.
Okay, so should I just mute myself like I've been doing?
Yes.
No!
Skylar, right. David, I think you want me to play an intro for one of our favourite segments. Is that what you're hinting at, David?
I do. I think that's what I'm hinting at.
Because David,
yes.
if this falls apart, then you fucking ruin the show. Right! Before we move on, let's play an intro to one of our favourite segments. We find out what's happening and all things trendy in the world of Sonic.
He's the man on the street, the man in the know, the man this community needs, bringing you insider knowledge on the need-to-know trends from all things Sonic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marcus Minute.
Now.
Hello, everybody.
Oh no! Marcus, you're here!
Hello, Marcus. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastical.
I'm really glad. Now, you see, I want you on the show because, as you must have seen, there was a track released today regarding Sonic Forces, a musical track, right? Did you see that? Yeah,
I did.
And I heard that Sega also sent you an email explaining that they're actually going to open up a nightclub in Tokyo, and that you're supposed to attend the grand opening. And I thought maybe you would want to talk a little bit about what you heard regarding this exciting multimedia opportunity.
Well, Marcus isn't one to comment on rumors very often, but this is the truth. Marcus has been invited to this special event, and that's why I'm here today to tell you why I'm getting into Super Marcus shape for the big ordeal.
All right, so no, I think we had previously heard that maybe Japan had actually, it wasn't just Sega who banned you from their offices, but the entire country of Japan had tried to destroy your passport. So how are you getting in?
Well, you see, that's part of the Marcus workout. First, you take 5 times the amount of pre-workout that you're meant to on the box. And that gives you an overflowing feeling of energy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I use all that energy to swim across the Indian Ocean to Tokyo. And when my heart feels like it's going to explode from pumping at 200 beats per minute, I just think about how those beats are some sweet grooves, and I swim faster.
Oh.
This is wow.
Oh. This is good. So, do you know, like, if there's going to be any special guests at the event, aside from you, of course? I mean, you are the most special of guests.
It's also a gathering of veterans from the console wars between the Super Nintendo and the TurboGrafx 16 CD. A lot of comrades that I fought alongside in the console wars will be there to mark the occasion.
That should be pretty exciting. Do you think you'll get anyone's autograph?
Mine.
Oh, that's good. I think you're gonna be first in line to get your autograph, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I think we're running out of time, unfortunately.
No. This has to continue. This is a learning process.
Well, maybe. Do you have any questions for Marcus?
I really don't know. I just like listening. I'm just amazed right now.
Does my voice serenade your ears? It's not Nicole.
Not Nicole's voice. I'm very serenaded. Yes, I'm very happy right now.
All right. Well.
Wonderful.
Okay, Marcus, I'm glad you could attend the show, but I have been told by the producer that we need to move on. Hopefully we can get you back on the show because Lord knows you're the only pure thing in this world.
Yes, please stay. Never change.
Purity is an abstract construct designed by the government. Don't listen to their lies.
Thank you, Marcus. Bye, Marcus.
Bye.
Oh dear, guys. So that was Marcus. Marcus is back. I gotta say, we've had Marcus on a few times, and I feel like today Marcus was at his best. And if we ever speak to Marcus again, I think we should definitely be that era of Marcus. Guys,
I'm really glad I stayed quiet and listened to all that.
Yeah. It's good timing that was.
I think Skylar, the best thing to do when he's on is just be quiet because you don't want to interrupt. You don't want to interrupt him when he's at his most genius. Guys, we need to go to a musical break and do things and have magic and stuff. It's going to be so much fun. We're back on the Opinion Zone, live on Radio Sega or on Audio Boom, so many places. We're randomly joined by some amazing people who are friends of mine, and they're here to tell you about cool things that you can do if you live in the UK or are willing to travel. We are joined by, oh my god, John O'D and Claire.
Hi.
How are you both?
You're not expecting more, are you?
No, that was it. That's everything I want. How are you both anyway? Are you good? Are you fine? Are you awesome?
Yeah, we're doing fine. I do have a second with me, and who is arguably more important in this conversation, I must say.
Nah, not really.
Yes, it's not just John, it's also Claire as well. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
Hello. Original creator of today's discussed event. I guess, obviously, for those who don't know, has been a UK fan event running for the last few years called Weston Super Sonic. Shockingly held in Weston Super Mare. Guys, do you want to just have a quick brief, for people who don't know what we're talking about, just a brief history as to what this event is?
Okay, I'm going to let you take reins on that, because I did it on the Sega Lounge, so far away.
Fair enough. Basically, the event started back in 2014. It was basically me saying, hey, anybody want to come over to Weston for a little convention that we're going to try and start up? I was only expecting there to be sort of a few of my friends come along, and we had a surprising number of people actually turn up on the day.
About 50, you said?
Something like that, yeah.
Which is crazy. So the whole idea was you were a bit bored around the time of your birthday. You thought, okay, let's have a bit of a birthday bash. So you ended up hiring out this small community hall in the middle of Weston, and a surprising amount of people, including Jamie and me, turned up to it. So, yeah, fun stuff happened. And that's kind of where the event kind of came from, really.
And in the year after, it sort of exploded in size from that 50 people to the year after. It was quite, not shocking, but quite impressive how rapidly it's been improving year on year.
Yeah, it's definitely came as a surprise to us as well.
Yeah, well, to be honest, we weren't really expecting it to get that much bigger in year 2 because, well, we thought, okay, let's take this concept and run with it. So we ran 2 kind of like fundraising auctions to just try and see what we would get, and then we would just see what we would do with the cash that we raised. It then turned out that somebody in the States, who I won't name, had very, very, very big budgets and gave us in the region of over £2,000 for us to basically do what we wanted to the event. And yeah, we were able to get our dream venue, and the event pretty much grew about 4 times in size from what it once was, which was a bit crazy.
Because we originally only expected to maybe make a couple of £100 if we were lucky, which meant that we could hopefully upgrade from the community centre to somewhere a little bit bigger. And we thought somewhere like the Grand Pier itself would probably be about 4 or 5 years down the line. We weren't expecting to be able to hire it in the second year. So that blew us away as well, really.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that. It was... I mean, we pretty much had what I would consider like a full convention package. I mean, we had a huge guest lineup of like pretty much every Sonic the Comic person in the UK that there is, including Richard Elson, which we were amazed to get. We were able to fly Fran Rodriguez over from Barcelona, which that was fun, trying to book flights when I'd never booked a flight before in my life, so that was interesting. Yeah, actually creating goodie bags, getting merchandise for people. It was all just like this big, crazy thing that we just kind of had to throw ourselves into to see what we could do.
Well, it was something that neither of us had done before ever, wasn't it?
Not on that scale, anyway.
No.
So, wait. So, the other thing I want to bring up regarding this whole lovely event, other than the fact that I go, and that's why everyone should go, because I'm like the most exciting guest you've ever had. I guess you both agree.
Yeah.
Oh, well, totally.
Well, sorry, Farron, we don't actually mean it. Because chances are, yeah, going completely off at a tangent here, Farron just seems to absolutely love Weston Super Sonic, whatever it is, and we invite him back every year, and he's lovely every time. So, yeah. But, yeah, you're in our hearts too.
Oh, thank you. The other important thing is funding, and of course you have totally embraced this era of crowdsourcing funds and stuff. I believe you're doing that again this year, which is the primary, if not only way, to get your tickets. Do you want to just obviously explain to our lovely listeners the lovely Kickstarter that's currently going and is actually doing surprisingly well in a short amount of time?
What do you mean surprisingly well?
I think it's surprising when any Kickstarter takes off, because I've seen many Kickstarters just sit there and die.
And just kind of wither and die on the grapevine, yeah. Well, yeah, basically we're returning to Kickstarter this year after we kind of investigated it last year as a method of crowdfunding, because, of course, not everybody, we don't really have a priceless merch just lying around that we're willing to give away every year, unfortunately.
We have no money.
Essentially. So, yeah, we stuck up the Kickstarter last year to see how it would do for 2016, and sure enough, people got behind it, and we got all the funds that we needed to put the event on again, get the Grand Pier again, get some guests back again. We ran 2016, as you know, and we ran 2017's Kickstarter, and we hit the target in no time at all things considered. I think it was less than 5 hours that we'd actually hit our £1,000 goal, which was a real shock to me.
It's awesome. That's really, really cool. And it's always nice when the community comes together to do things like that. Now, you've got a lot of reward tiers. I had to look through them. There's a lot of stuff going on. Do you want to give some small examples of some of the variety of different rewards you're offering people who are willing to back?
Yeah, well, obviously one of the main ones is going to be the £5 tier, which is just entry into the event. But you can also pledge for slightly more. So if you want, for example, you can pledge to get a T-shirt that's for the event, or we're bringing back the metal pin badges as well, which we are doing in a lovely shade of red this year.
Everybody loves those.
Yes. But the nice thing with the T-shirt is that also sort of merges into a brand new tier that we've brought in this year, which is the fan character tier. We brought this one in because it will be sort of like near the release date of Sonic Forces. And because of like you get the character creation option this time, we thought it might be a bit of fun if we celebrate Sonic Forces by sort of allowing people to have drawings of their fan characters, which will also appear on the final T-shirt.
I think that's really cool. I really like this idea that it's totally embracing Sonic Forces. Also, not only do you have the opportunity to obviously get T-shirts and swag and stuff, but the fact that it's going to feature designs of people's characters, assuming they pledge the right tier, it's a real nice way of they'll have that permanent keepsake, but it's also got a little bit of their own creativity in that.
Yeah,
design.
exactly. Yeah, all of these fan characters, I think the idea at the moment is essentially to create a class of 2017 kind of picture, which will eventually go onto the T-shirt and should look just really, really cool.
Which, the way it's going currently, the T-shirt's going to feature an awful lot of characters.
Well, the Sonic Show has done a reward and done. I think there's one tier where you can get 3 characters. I think
there is indeed, up to 3.
So we've done that one. So I apologise in advance. You got pins, you got T-shirts, your stuff. Now, that's all great, but what can people expect who are thinking about coming to this year's event? Now, I know you obviously can't announce everything, and it's still a way away, so there's lots of stuff in the works that you won't be able to confirm. But what sort of things can we already be teasing out that people should start getting excited for?
Well, we've got quite a lot of our original artists and traders interested in returning.
As well as some very exciting new ones.
Yes, we have got some very exciting new ones. There's one which I think is going to probably be really, really popular on the day, but we're going to keep it secret for now. We're also going to have the return of the cosplay and art competitions. So if anybody wants to come up with some really creative costumes, now's the time. We are also going to be returning the speedrun competition, which we did have the choice of that speedrun as one of our rewards, which sadly is already gone. So we just have to wait and see what the speedrun's actually going to be. And we've got a couple of guests that we're currently in communication with. So we just have to wait and see which ones we bring back for that.
I'm super excited. We've been every year, and every year if anything, it's just. There's something so nice about fan events when it's just a nice, safe space for you to meet fellow fans and interact with people on a face-to-face basis. Because sometimes you know if you're online all the time, it's a bit you're just talking to avatars basically. So when you get those opportunities to actually hang out with people, and talk about something you're very passionate about, which you usually wouldn't get to do on a day-to-day basis, I think there's something very special about that, and that's worth £5 admission on its own, really.
Oh, absolutely. And even if you don't like our faces or what's going on the floor, we happen to have in my opinion, one of the sort of greatest arcades in the country, literally just downstairs, which you can come and go to as you please, which is great.
I don't think we've explained. I mean, we've mentioned the Grand Pier a lot. Do you want to explain to people who haven't ever even been near Weston Supermare what a lovely venue that is?
Well, the best way to describe the Grand Pier is kind of like you could argue it's Weston Supermare. The Grand Pier is Weston Supermare, basically. It's the thing that turns up on all the postcards. It's this big building which just kind of struts out into the Bristol Channel. And, you just get this long boardwalk, and at the end, you have basically what is our venue. The vast majority of it is taken up by this huge sort of 2-level arcade, which has got a whole sort of host of different sort of machines in there. It's got dance. It's got fuck it, I can't talk. That's going to get cut. Basically, what you've got is this huge 2-level arcade, which is just full of latest machines. You've got your penny pushers in there, you've got your dance machines in there, you've got your claw machines, your UFO grabbers, you've got pinball in there, which makes me very happy.
Air hockey,
you got your racing games, you've got dodgems in there, you've got rides in there. And basically, at the very top of this building is a room called Regency, which is where the hub of Weston Super Sonic all takes place, where all the events and stuff happens. But you can make a full day of it. You can come up, you can sort of socialize with your friends, and then take those friends into the arcade and just enjoy a few games. It's great.
Which is super cool. I really, it's just a nice arcade, and obviously quite a while ago now, but what seems recent in my mind anyway. Obviously they had a huge refit thing, and it's a really nice venue.
That was more by necessity than choice.
Yeah,
admittedly.
but obviously they had some issues with being burnt down. But the new look and everything is very, very cool. It's my hometown, so obviously Weston Supermare. It's very special to me. But I really, really like the venue. It's a really cool place. It's very unique. It's not some weird conference hall in a hotel in the middle of somewhere. It's actually like really scenic. It's really, really awesome. Now, Kickstarter. When does it end? When do people have to get their pledges in by?
At the time of this recording, there are 20 days left on the Kickstarter. The final day, it is the 26th of June, so just after Sonic's 26th anniversary at 11:56 a.m. BST. Don't expect me to translate that into any other times, although then again, I expect many other people in other countries probably won't find it that pertinent just because they probably won't be able to come. Although that said, we have had some people from overseas say that they are interested in coming.
There's no reason not to donate, though, because we do have a couple of rewards for those people abroad that may be interested. So if anybody's interested in a T-shirt or a pin badge, we can deliver those ones.
Or sticking their fan character all over the T-shirt.
That we can do that as well.
So, and of course, the most important thing is the date. When is the big day, so to speak? Not your big day. That's something that happened last year when they got engaged. But for those who didn't see that, that's on our YouTube channel. When is the big event?
It will be on Saturday, the 21st of October.
Right. 21st of October. I'm going to be there. There might be some of my Sonic Show friends. Hopefully, we'll see. So I'm going to be there because I think this whole event is awesome. So if you're in the UK, this is for 2017. This is the biggest UK Sonic fan event. So if you're a Sonic fan, you're in the UK or can get to the UK, and you want to meet other Sonic fans and do Sonic things, then you need to go. There is no excuse. You've got plenty of warning. It's in October, currently in June. There is no reason not to go. So, you just need to go on Kickstarter. I assume if you just search Weston Super Sonic, it will be the first thing that pops up.
Search for Weston Super Sonic. You'll see a couple of options on there. One for 2016, which of course was last year, which of course isn't active.
Yes, please make sure you vote for the you do a pledge for the 2017 one. Go on there. Search pledge, like I said, bare entry is just £5 Great British pounds, but there's so many other tiers, like we mentioned, t-shirts, pins, and all sorts of things. Getting your own custom hero added to the final t-shirt and stuff. There is a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, if you just want to meet other Sonic fans, in previous years you could buy Sonic merch and stuff, and there's stalls, and like you said, there's the art contest and there's cosplay contests and stuff, and you just want to hang out with fellow people from the community, then it's a great opportunity to do that. And obviously, like I said, this year this will be one of the main opportunities to do that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the US, Sonic Revolution, which is happening this week, I believe, or next week, and things like that. However, in the UK, this is one of the main events. There are smaller meetups and stuff, but this is the one you need to be getting your attention on. So go to that Kickstarter, get your tickets, and you're going to have a really awesome time, because every year that the Sonic Show has been, it's always been so welcoming. Every guest has been made to feel like they belong there. It's always been a great event. I've seen people like make new friends at this place. So you need to go.
You're doing a better job at marketing this than we are.
Basically, get your asses down there. This is if you're a Sonic fan, you live in the UK, that's it. Tick those two. Get your ticket, pop down. It's on a weekend, so there's people with their 9-to-5 jobs and stuff. Get down there. If you don't, you need to book time off. Just need to do it. Call in sick. I wouldn't advise that, but just do it. There you go. Jobs aren't worth it. It's fine. So, Jono, Claire, it has been fantastic. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for listening to me witter on, and thank you for sharing what is going to be an awesome event. Every year, you guys have been getting bigger and better, and this year, I can already tell is going to be the same. And also, usually you hold it in January. Yeah. This time you're holding
it we do normally hold
in a time where it might still be nice weather. Because it's the end of October.
Big emphasis on the word being might.
I don't know, global warming. You never know. So yeah, again, thank you both so much. And like I said, guys, check out the Kickstarter. Is there anything else you guys want to add before we go to our next musical break?
I suppose the only thing I'd like to add is pretty much just enlightening on what you were saying about it being a safe space is, to be honest, one of the things which I've kind of noticed in running this event is I kind of get how valuable having a space like this where, people from all over the country can kind of get together and sort of just nerd out all things Sonic. I really kind of understand the value of that now. So I'm sort of just super happy and super stoked to be able to kind of provide that again for another year. So yeah, come along, meet some new people from pretty much all over the country, nerd out about Sonic. You'll have a great time doing it, and we'll be there to nerd out with you, which is going to be great.
And again, I will now go to music break again. Thank you, Jono. Thank you ever so much, and thank you, Claire. Claire's very modest, considering it's her. You're the reason this whole thing exists. Be proud.
I know, I'm sorry.
Guys, we're going to go to a quick musical break. On the other side, we're going to poke David and make him say things. We will see you guys after this. Woo!
Turn up the volume. Coming up next is the best Sega music.
Ah, yeah!
Only on Radio Sega.
You're listening to Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Oh, David.
Well, that was a pretty great interview. Sounded like I was quiet through it.
You were very quiet. You said
No,
yes.
nothing.
So quiet.
And Kazzy,
Oh.
you said nothing.
Yeah.
No,
well,
no. I was listening intently. And
You were playing Zelda.
I even stopped breathing. I think I didn't breathe through that at all. You know.
Sounds about right. Guys, we've come to the end of the show. Oh no. Thank you so much. We've covered so much news today. It's insane how much news we've covered. But we managed to get through it together.
It's one single unit plus Marcus.
Plus Marcus,
Yeah,
yes. And big shout out to Marcus. It was lovely having you back. Hopefully we have you back again another time, maybe. Hopefully. Guys, it's the end of the show. We'll be back next week, maybe. Because
maybe
life
For Nicole
might...
too, it's going to be a no because for Nicole too has to work, unfortunately.
Well, the problem is Jamie 1 might not be available next week. We will find out. Regardless, either next week or the week... Well, definitely not next week. Something will happen. We'll sort something out. Also, I'm available for employment. So if you want to employ me, message me on Twitter.
Oh, well, I guess it's the epitome of personal plugging right there.
Anyway,
I would offer you a job at the airport, but you're not allowed blue hair at the airport, so I know there's going to be no... exactly.
Guys, we will see you next week. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you next time. Everyone say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Look, bye.
We'll say waving as well. You can't see this, but there's waving happening.
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show. And leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting @Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again. Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.
Come on, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show.